Hi guys, this is Tony here from Metal Roos. You're about to sit down and enjoy an interview I just did um, over there, and so do like and subscribe so you can get all this straight into your streaming and into your consciousness as soon as it arrives. So enjoy the interview, and I will. Over to you, Tony. Well, thanks, guys from Battlesnake for coming on and chatting to us here. What an exuberant, which is, of course, the best thing to say, album that's about to come out, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's out on Friday, the 6th of June.
Friday the
So
6th. It's flown by, isn't it, this year, man? Where's June come? Just arrived
it's
from
just come right
nowhere.
after May.
Yeah,
It's
that's it. Right after May, just before July. Just how I like it.
Yeah, it's perfect. No surprises, no
No,
changes.
you know where you are. Um, So, Dawn of the Exuberant and the Hunt for the Shepherd. What an interesting title for an album.
Oh, yeah, that's Sam's doing. Dawn of the Exultants.
Yeah, that's
Dawn of
it.
the Exultants.
Yeah.
Well, and the mistake is forgiven because exultants isn't even really a word, so it's the
No,
same in a
yeah, that's
sense.
right. So I probably didn't
Is
read
it
it properly.
not?
Don't think it is, eh? Well, it
No,
is now.
it is now. Yeah,
Exultant.
in this
Exultant is a
universe.
word.
Yeah, I don't. You can be exultants though. I don't. You can be. Oh well,
Uh,
no, no.
Yeah.
You can be
there's more.
acolytes.
I don't know. Yeah,
Who
I don't
knows?
know.
The English language is.
Well,
Well,
existing.
explain yourself, Tony. Explain yourself. The
Yes,
English
that's right.
language.
I don't know. I just borrowed it. So, I mean, for those that don't know you, right? You're Australian band, but is it six piece or seven piece?
Six of us, yeah.
It's
Six,
peace,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Um, Big sound, big band to tour.
Big, big. Well, we've always had this motive that, or this, what do you call it? Motto.
Motto.
This motto that more is more, and that's in relation to our musical output, our touring schedule, our explosions on stage. It's kind of permeates through every single aspect of our band. So, yeah, don't know. It's just fucking crazy what we've been doing the last couple of years. Like, released 3 albums in the last 3 years,
Yeah.
and then have done 3 international tours in the last 12 months,
Hey.
Well,
and like 4 Australian tours in the last 3 years. It's just stupid and insane. And all the while trying to like release music and connect with people, and it's
Yeah, yeah.
dumb. We
Your
love
family are going, where are you? Who are you?
it. No, they've given up on us by this point.
Um, it, this this is the latest album, which comes out in a few days' time. It's such a big album. Like there's so much in it. Like it's not for the faint-hearted, you know. What I mean is that you can't just put it on and go, I'll walk around the house and do something with it. But this thing it demands your attention.
Well, that's why we like it. But I've always said like, oh, I wish I played in the band that was. I wish I played in like a indie rock band or something where like my fiance would love to sit back and relax and listen to my band. But instead, there's definitely a huge audience out there for our style of music.
I
But
think you
it's
can sit back and relax to
yeah, depends on your what's happening up here. I think.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of energy in it. I think that's the key, isn't it? I mean, your
Yeah.
motto
Yeah.
for your band must be energy. I mean, because the titles alone
Yeah.
That's it.
like the old Beelzebub 1 and 2, Um,
Yeah.
just loved it.
Well, Bizzlebug was on the first record,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think we made it because it just had we had
It had
a riff
the
that was
has
like
the same
very
riff.
yeah.
It had the same riff, and then we just
We were like, should we
made it into a new riff.
ditch it? Should we ditch it, or should we just lean into it and say that it's the second one?
Yeah, and then when I started writing the lyrics, Benny was like, "I didn't realize you were actually going to call it Beelzebub too." I was like, yeah, of course I am.
Oh, there's something that only Australian bands can do. I generally think with the kind of fun that
Yeah,
that you put into it. It must be the sunshine over here or something. I don't know. There's something in the water, but there's that kind of real fun. I can imagine
Well,
at a festival or at a show, the fans would
mm,
just they'd go nuts.
yeah, well, that's what people have always said, and what's always surprised me. That people often say after seeing a live show, "Oh, you guys look like you're having so much fun," and I always been um, like, yes. Isn't that the whole point of what we're doing here? Why would I not be why would why would anybody put themselves through what we put ourselves through if they didn't at least get enjoyment out of a live show?
Yeah. Well, I mean, true, because I mean, how many times we've all been to bands where it's just like heads down, we've
Yeah,
done that. We've all done it, and there's a place for it.
yeah,
But the ones you remember are the ones of bands like yours, like
yeah.
Gwar,
Yeah.
seeing Gwar for the first time, or
Yeah,
Ailstorm, or whatever. They're the bands where you come away and you're covered in sweat and beer and crap, and you go,
yeah.
"Wow, that
Bit of
was just
theatre.
an theatre." Yeah, thank you, because some of that's gone from modern metal, don't you think? And rock and roll, the theatre has gone.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Mm.
Yeah, but there's definitely people doing it still, and I also, yeah, as you say, there's definitely a place for the all other forms of
Mm.
metal out there. But yeah, I think theatrical metal is on its way back, and we're doing our bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And not just that though, but the actual music and the production of the album is great. It's not, all the fun aside, it's a well-made album.
Mm.
Thank you very much.
No, it is. It's got. I've only had about three listens to it so far, so I'm trying to get my head around it.
There's a lot.
It's a
There's
lot in
heaps.
it.
There's heaps in there, yeah. And that's what I actually love about the music is that it's the more you listen to it, the more you're like can take on board. Like I understand it might be a lot for somebody to listen to, but it's yeah, there's so much detail and so much time that we put into getting that detail in there. And so it's really nice when people like do return listens and they come up to us and say, "Oh, I heard this particular thing, this tiny like a Desert Eagle gunshot, that
Yeah,
was used in each of the songs."
Some stuff that I don't even realize we've put in there.
yeah, yeah. And isn't that the case though? In a lot of, you get into the mix and you go, I don't remember that dog barking on track four.
Yeah.
Who put that in? But without those little bits and pieces, that you don't have that return value, I don't think.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Um,
exactly.
I mean, I love music where don't get me wrong, I do love throwaway heavy metal and punk and stuff that you can just,
Yeah.
not have to think about too much. But then you come to bands like yours and you suddenly listen. I mean, what was
Really
this
makes you think. Really makes you think, doesn't it?
thing?
Yeah.
A little bit, a little bit.
Intellectual. It's intellectual music.
Intellectual,
It's like I went and
highbrow.
yeah, I went to listen to Rise, the last one, Motor Steeple. I had
Yeah,
to listen
love
to
that.
that, yeah, and it follows on really well. This one from that, you
Yeah, well,
know.
it's the prequel to the rise and
Oh,
demise of the motor steeple.
yeah,
Mhm.
It's the
what a
story
fan.
of how the motor steeple was created by the exaltants,
Which is a word, by the
The
way.
which is a
new
word actually.
yeah, there you go. I just think I just love the way bands like yourselves can have fun with narrative,
Mm.
Yeah.
and just play around with story and color and texture and
Mm.
fun, and not take yourselves far too seriously, but still make a good serious album. I mean, it's still a serious album. It's art. You've
It's all very
Sam
serious.
very
Sam
serious.
takes himself pretty
Yeah.
seriously.
And I was
He's a
watching.
serious
I'm a
guy.
serious guy.
Yeah, I was watching your videos on YouTube as well to prepare
Also
myself.
serious. Also
They're
serious.
all,
Also,
yeah, all very
wow,
serious.
there is some interesting stuff going on in.
Which ones are in
I just watched some.
particular?
I was just watching some live stuff,
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
and you don't like you just yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's
I
a
could
lot.
take one point. I'm going, what am I watching now? Who am I looking at? Because it's all going. I
But
think,
that's what we like. That's what we like, and that's
yeah.
what we really, because we head over on this tour on Friday, and that's what like we love to make people feel. And the live show is like, what the fuck am I watching, or what have I just been to? What have I experienced or just experienced? Which was my favorite feeling after a live show when I was younger and still going to gigs.
There's a sort of yeah, that's right. When I had time,
Yeah.
there's a sort of, and don't get me wrong when I say this, there's a sort of ABBA-esque feel to this.
Oh
Um,
yes. Oi, interesting you say that actually, because
Oh,
Sam,
sorry, I thought
ABBA,
you were
yeah,
as in
using.
yeah.
ABBA,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
that. Yeah, I thought you were using some word I didn't know.
No, no, no.
Like exultant.
Yeah.
No,
But
but
yes,
the ABBA
we
thing,
did
yeah.
listen to a lot of ABBA. We were
Making
inspired by a lot of ABBA in this album.
Lay All Your Love on Me was a big
Yeah.
one. What's the other one?
Um,
I can't remember the name. But yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
that's interesting you say that.
It does.
I
I
didn't
was
think that. I didn't think that. What's the word?
Translated.
Translated.
oh
Yeah.
no,
Can't think of any words right now.
it definitely does. I put on and I did. I felt like a Eurovision almost, but not in the sad and crappy way of Eurovision, but in
Hey,
the
Lordy cool. What was that song called?
oh, I can't remember Lord, but yeah,
Hard Rock
Lordy,
Hallelujah.
yeah, that's right. I interviewed them a few months ago.
Did
Interesting.
you?
They wouldn't have the camera on because they wouldn't wear their makeup, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
yeah, of course. But yeah, Hard Rock Hallelujah. Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
that one Eurovision. Oh
Well, it's
my
the theater.
God.
It comes back to the theater again, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
ABBA are very theatrical
Mm,
and entertainment, I think, is just what we try and do
yeah.
while also being serious musicians.
Yeah.
Serious. Well, that's right. I mean, you still got to play the music. You still got
Oh,
to make the
dude,
music.
that's the biggest thing about this tour is I've just been planning it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh fuck, I actually have to play the shows, which has been
Yeah.
the last thing I've been thinking about.
And when
Learning this whole album.
I was
Yeah,
going to say,
again,
are you playing the album back like track to track, like back to beginning to end?
it's
Uh,
yeah. Well, you said talk about this
Hmm.
because you've been working on it.
I I think it's all depending on the set times. Like the festival ones are shorter, and then
Hmm.
but our headline shows we'll be playing all of them.
Yeah.
Wow. I suppose they need to be played in order, don't they? It's not the sort of thing you just pull one out from it.
Well, it's tricky because like the live show needs to make sense. Like in so many ways, we need to make sure that we have songs that are kind of in the right key, same keys as each other, so we're not tuning like spending ages tuning between songs all the time. It can feel
Hmm.
really fluid. But then you also need to make sure that it works tempo wise and there's a bit nice arc throughout the live show. So there's a lot of thought that goes into it.
It's a fine art.
It is a fine art curating a set list.
It really is. I always say this to a lot of bands. I don't know how you do it. I really hate to do it, particularly with an album like this and the albums from the past. They're not 5-track EPs.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a lot of music
No,
to
there's seven
cover.
track albums.
Yeah, that's
That was our first record was 7 songs, and I think it was like 30 minutes, but I was like, fuck it, that's an album. That's an
yeah, that'll
album.
do. That will do. It was good enough.
You don't want to listen any longer than that anyway. Everyone's got
Exactly.
TikTok brain.
God, don't get me started on it. Don't get me started on it. It's one of my old man bugbears, and I don't want to go down that road. So,
Well, let's not start you.
Sorry.
that's all right.
You'll get angry.
Yeah, it gets my blood boiling because
No, no,
people
we can't do it, Tony. You said not to.
don't do it. Yeah, because people go, oh, I'm just going to listen to one song of the album, then I don't know. But how does that give you a full retrospective know of what
Mhm.
the album is? You might have
Well,
picked
physical
the
media.
yeah
Physical media.
physical
Forever.
media all the way, man.
Yeah.
I put my record on and I sit with it. And that's the way it
Yeah,
goes.
nice.
But you're obviously getting a big cult following over in Europe.
Trying.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, is that your biggest market outside of Australia, Europe, or
Probably
US?
the States, eh? Probably the States, but we have never been there before. Would like to go, but it's a bit crazy at the moment. So
I wouldn't. No, well, I
yeah,
wouldn't. Yeah, that's
Sam.
right.
I don't think they'd let Sam in, to be honest,
Yeah.
What? Why?
because he smelled really bad, and they said
And
You
you've
walk through
got
the gates
and
and
you're
they say,
coherent,
"Oh."
yeah, and you're coherent and can put two words together. So,
Yeah, true.
right.
I don't feel very coherent right now, but thank you.
So you're probably
No, but
knackered.
I guess no, it is a bit of a cult following, and that's what I love about it. We get people coming to the shows wearing like wizards outfits and chainmail.
That was my next question. That was my next question. Do they do that? Do you get
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
the audience?
they do.
And it's encouraged, actually. It's encouraged. And what we're going to start doing is giving out prizes to the best dressed because we want everyone to come in.
Are we? Are we going to start doing that?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a great
I think we give
idea.
away like a
That's a
t-shirt
good
for the
idea.
best dressed. Yeah, because
That's a great
I
idea.
want the feeling of the thing. Like it's like a community. These people, like
Mm.
on the last tour we did in the when we were in the UK, we had these guys who like came to like 5 or 6 of our shows in the UK.
Oh yeah.
And they ended up becoming really good friends, and like they didn't know each other before. And it's like becomes this great community of people who
Oh,
had their first interest was Battlesnake, but then they have obviously they're so aligned in other areas, and it's just this great community.
oh, brilliant. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm so glad to hear that the UK takes to you well.
some of them.
Some of us. It's a small island with lots of big people in it. No, it's
Yeah,
true. I'm not sure about Highbury, but
yeah, exactly. I have to head over to Camden.
yeah, that's probably where you do really well. Yeah, at the God, I used to, many memories have been thrown out of those clubs as a
That's our London
teenager.
show. Our London show's in at Camden Underworld. Anyway, whatever.
Oh, the underworld, my God, yes. I got kicked out of there several times with for making a fool of myself and having to walk home to Hendon, which is like
Classic.
12 kilometers or something,
Oh my God.
and drunk and not knowing where you are and trying to go in one direction and going,
Oh
I'm
my
sure that's the way
God.
home.
It's a long walk.
It's a
It's a
bloody long
hike.
walk, particularly at 2 in the morning, and it's minus something in winter,
Yeah,
and you're in a t-shirt and jeans
yeah.
because your jacket's been left at the club because they've just
Yeah.
chucked you out with nothing
Whatever
else.
you had on.
Yeah.
Sam, I really like that thing behind you.
I was going to say, what is it?
Tiger.
Tiger. It's really cool.
It's
Thanks.
maybe it should be a set prop. Maybe on the
Yeah, maybe.
shoulders.
I've actually got there's another tiger there as well.
There you go.
Whoa.
You
Who's
can
it?
make
Who's
a bit of
it?
Bit of a
Anyway,
tiger
look at
fan.
You
Bit
could
of
get a big
Tiger.
tiger kimono or something like.
Tiger King,
Yeah.
they call him.
Yeah, Tiger King.
Yeah,
That's
tiger.
it. That's
Tiger
it.
King.
That's it. Before we go, I have to ask you, how did you get together? What brought you all together?
Um, well, my brother is
Mm.
he's one of the guitarists. He wanted to start a metal band because he went to uni, studied music, and I think had the wrong idea of what it was going to be like. And then afterwards, he was just playing like, weddings and covers gigs and things. And
Oh,
he's like, man, I went to music school because I wanted to play fucking heavy metal. So he's like, I'm gonna make a heavy metal band. And he asked me to be the singer, and then Bing Bong Bap, everyone else
Yeah.
kind of fell in place.
and the direction, the imagery, was that something that was already in your mind, or did it evolve that way?
Um, it's
We've always
definitely
had pretty,
evolved,
but I feel
but
like we've always had a pretty strong brand identity from the beginning. Like
Mm.
yeah,
the logo was like one of the first things that was
yeah, that was the
done.
first thing we did.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
British. It's so new wave of British heavy metal. I love the
Yeah,
logo.
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
I
and
think
then
like having an identity has been really important from the beginning.
yeah, and I make all the artwork as well, so everything is like kept in the same world.
And mate, you do a good job, man. It's fantastic stuff. Like I
Oh,
love
thank
I
you.
love the art. It's really fun and interesting. Like it's not just like a boring album cover where it's like, always the same old, same old. It's
Yeah, yeah,
it's a little bit of interesting light in this dark world we live in, unfortunately. But yeah,
yeah.
It's so annoying trying to get Sam always trying to get Sam to like do things centered on the and he just like literally never ever like always refuses.
maybe that's the
No, I
way
don't.
Sam's brain works. It's all a little bit
Yeah,
He's not
one-sided.
very Yeah, for sure.
I'm not a very scented guy.
Well, you're assuming he has a brain, Tony.
Well, that is true. He did say though. He did say that he didn't know when I said Averesque. He wasn't sure.
I didn't know that that was a word. But exultance is a word.
Exultant is the word. You can put esque on the end of anything, really, and it's going to be
That
okay.
sound
exactly.
very smart.
Yeah, and sound cultured.
Yeah.
Abaresque.
Averesque. Mm.
And I'm surprised that Elliot knew exactly what that word was straight
Oh,
away.
he's intelligent. He's got a beard.
Yeah, 'cause I'm switched on, mate. I'm switched on.
Yeah.
People say this about me. They say, Elliot, this guy's he's really switched on, this guy.
Yeah. They don't say that about me.
I'm sure they do. I am sure they do somewhere.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you very
look,
much.
I hope the album is really goes down well with the fans on your massive, eye-watering tour. I was going to write all the dates down to talk, but I'm like, I can't. It'll take me a whole afternoon to write them down. I'm just gonna.
We'll send you a screenshot. All right.
God, yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, and there's not much time in between shows, is there? Not really.
No,
It's
it's ridiculous.
No.
It's
Have like
move.
a week off in the middle, and then other than that, it's just insane.
But where are you in your week off? Are you in somewhere that you wouldn't want to be a week off?
We're in France.
Oh no, well that's fair enough.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
lovely. Oh yeah, because it's warm over there now, right? So or warmer.
18 degrees today. It's not very. No, 16 right now. What the hell?
Is it?
Yeah,
I was
Is
over
it
there
cold
last.
in London?
it's 16 degrees here.
I was over there last
It was
year.
summer.
Yeah, I was over there last year and hadn't been back for like 10 years or something. It was
Oh wow,
34 degrees
that's too hot in London though.
in
That's
June, man. And on the underground, and we were trying to get to the football. I
oh,
was dying, man. It was just
yeah.
like,
34 degrees.
yep.
What game did you see?
I'm a West Ham man, so West Ham, Aston
Oh,
Villa.
oh,
And
nice. Big game.
it was the opening game of the season. I couldn't miss it. I'm there. I got the opening game, and literally the train station was just like
Disgusting.
you forget when you live in Australia how things aren't packed,
Yeah,
you know, and then you go there and it's like,
yeah.
you know,
Yes, I don't think the weather's that good next week, Sam. It's meant to be raining in Hamburg.
The hell?
Hamburg's a
It's like the same.
fantastic city in the rain or the sun. It doesn't matter. You can have
Yeah,
great fun
exactly.
there.
It's like the
That's our
same.
first.
It's
That's
like
our
the
first
same
show.
weather as Sydney.
Yeah. Oh
Ah,
well.
well,
Like
That's
you'll
our
take
colder
first
than
show.
Sydney.
you'll
Yeah.
you'll take the sunshine. You'll take the Australian sunshine to them, man. That's what you'll do.
Yeah.
They're gonna love it. They'll brighten up their dreary Hamburg afternoon or
Yeah.
evening.
I love
Exactly.
Hamburg actually.
It's a great
I
city,
like
man.
Hamburg.
Beautiful culture, great food, great
Yeah.
beer,
Great football club.
very good football club. Yeah, absolutely. If you can get a ticket, that is.
That boy Jackson Irvine plays over there.
Yes, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I love the fact that Harry Kane went where he went and then they couldn't win. The team that never lost ever, suddenly Harry Kane goes and they can't win a thing.
Hey, they won this year though. They won this year.
They did. Give him that. They did. That's true. But it was funny
That is
that the
yeah,
curse followed
Tottenham.
him.
Yeah, exactly. The
Better than
Tottenham
Tottenham.
curse.
Well, yeah, better than Tottenham at the moment. Anyway,
Tottenham.
we're getting
Anyway,
off track. But thanks for coming and chatting. I hope that the tour is not too demanding, and you do get some time to relax and enjoy yourself, and the audiences have as much fun as you guys will have on stage. Because
thanks,
it
Thank you
is a
very
cracker
much.
of it, and I'm really proud that you're Australian, man. I mean, you should say that. I really genuinely am,
Oh,
because you know we get such little good press over here. You know, there's great bands here, wonderful music scene in Australia. It's brilliant music scene,
yeah.
but to see a band like you go and do such a dynamic tour is something really
Yeah.
special. And you should be really proud of
Thank you.
yourselves.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I'm sure we might feel that way a few months after the tour finishes.
That's right. Yeah, you got the things in the eyes. You're like, oh,
Yeah, yeah,
and if you hear your song one more time, you're going to scream. You're like, oh no, not another one. Like,
yeah,
not again. That's why you write more. You see, then you haven't got to play the old stuff anymore. So
Well, that's the
Yeah,
plan.
exactly.
That's the
keep
plan.
writing. Never get bored.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, thanks for coming on. And I hope to see you in Australia again soon, touring here. That'd be great.
Yeah, we'll be
Definitely.
back in like August. Sorry, September, I think. September, October. It's not announced yet, but we've got some shows coming up.
Oh, fantastic. I'll have to
Miss
make an
out.
effort. Yeah. That's be getting warmer here.
Excuse-
Hopefully. So that's a good thing about being in a band. Like, you can always chase the sun, can't you?
Yeah, true.
You
That is the
can.
plan.
Always chase the sun until you get to Hamburg and it rains. But well, safe travels,
Thanks,
Sammy.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for having us.
Oh, it was a pleasure, man. Really, it was a nice way to finish the day in my end because it's nighttime over here. So it was nice to have a laugh and
Cheers.
Yeah.
I talk about some good old-fashioned rock and roll and
Yeah,
crazy
baby.
heavy metal. That's it.
Well, go have a bath, Tony.
I
You too.
will. How? Just because I'm English. Shouldn't Next week saying I'll be having a cup of tea in the bath.
You
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 would.
will though.
You won't be wrong.
You're going to. I know you are.
I know I am. Exactly.
All right, nice one,
Oh.
Tony. Nice to chat with you.
Yeah, you too, man, and enjoy your tour and the album.
Thanks, Tony.
See
Bye,
ya.
mate.
See ya.